Okay, so this is the first episode that I've done of PEL Live, which is something I used to do a lot back when I had a lot more time. But the good thing is I'm on vacation this week, so I got time, and I got to address something that has just come up in the league. And I'm going to check my video, make sure y'all can hear me before I get into this. So cool. Let me share this out real quick because I see it's working. Um, so here's what's going on. So apparently there was a trade made, and I got the terms of that trade, and I'm gonna show you how ridiculous this is. So I don't know if you guys knew you could do this. So if you go to the NFL tab under the rosters, let me go back and show you. Let me go back and show you what I'm about to show you. So you go to your managed roster, and then you go to NFL rosters. All right, it goes up to your team. You can scroll, and then I don't know if this has always been the case. I don't think it has. But you can go to the NFL, and you can go through by position. And these position rankings match up with where they are when you look at the player card. So what we got is the Rams trading Aaron Donald. This trade is being reversed, by the way, but I'm just going to tell you. Aaron Donald to the Cardinals for a second-round pick and a fifth. The number one defensive end in the NFL for a second-round pick and a fifth-round pick. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Ain't no way in the goddamn hell this would happen in real life. This is a simulation league, and I'm going to tell you right now, most of the time, I let these trades go, and we have had pretty good trades overall, but this is beyond highway robbery. You look at him, he's a 98 overall with the little boost thing, X Factor D lineman, 32 years old. Some of y'all trying to use age as a factor. That's bullshit when he's ranked a damn 98 overall in an X Factor. And y'all know that. Y'all trying to take advantage of people that don't get into the intricacies of the game. And that's why I'm here. Look at that. He's got power moves, best 95, 97, plus the X factor, 95 block shed, 99 strength with the boost, awareness 99, and then all the goddamn moves you want and discipline. He ain't going to jump off sides. With 87 stamina, 93 impact block, that's not worth a fucking second round pick and a fifth round pick. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn how old he is. And he's 32. Tom Brady goddamn 44 years old and still playing. In real life. Not even in the game. Number 2 ranked left end. Now, if you move his ass to D tackle, he's probably going to be the number 1 D tackle in the game because of his strength and his block shed and his power move. Come on, man. Come on. Are you serious? The abilities that he has, unstoppable force, which is one of the best ones, extra credit, that's awesome, and then unpredictable. And all that shit helps with the computer or CPU when you're not using him. But come on, man. A second round and a fifth for this guy? There's no way in the hell. You can't find this. Even if you drafted a rookie D tackle, let's say he's a storyline player that I made, and you develop him, he's not going to get to this. Come on now. On top of that, where is it? Hold on. Look at his salary. There's no penalty because you trade for him, and he's only making $8.7 million. On top of that, look at Bosa, $24 million. Burns, I'm about to re-sign. He's going to make a ton of money. And then look at the penalties associated with these top guys. 14, 38 million, 16 million, 32 million for lesser players. And you telling me he's worth a second and a fifth? Get the fuck out of here. That's highway robbery. Highway robbery. Beyond that. There's no way that's going to fly. I'm sorry. I said that needs to be reversed, and it needs to be some different terms. Some of y'all talking about first round pick is too much. What? What? A first round pick's not enough for this. If I'm being honest, a first round pick is not enough for a guy like this. But I told Rams, and I'm just putting it out, I told Rams it needed to be a first round pick and a decent player. And I won't say nothing else. That's what I told them. Because that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm sorry. So I had to address that. That's why I said it needs to be reversed. Y'all need to see it. Y'all need to say before you say commission's tripping, he's losing his mind. No. No, this motherfucker right here is nasty. A nasty player, you need to give up something worth something. And then the Cardinals, their first round pick is like a second round pick. And the fifth is just whatever. That being said, let's look at the game that has been played. And that's what we normally do on PEL Live. We'll kind of review the games that have been played, and we look at some other things as well. So let's take a look at the schedule. Tampa Bay. Everybody said, oh no, what's happening? That's bullshit. Don't you fall for that shit. He loses on purpose to make y'all think he ain't gonna win another damn Super Bowl. Tampa Bay 44, Tennessee 38. Y'all didn't know Eric. Eric's a hell of a player. You see it went into overtime, and Tampa Bay was able to pull it out. You see this as a game of passing. Not really surprised with that. Turnovers, typically you lose the turnover battle, you lose the game. Good job in the red zone by both teams. Quarterback stood out. There's Tom Brady. What I tell you, 44 fucking years old. Look at him. 406 yards passing. Oh, age. Oh, no. Bullshit. 5 touchdown passes. Aaron Rodgers went to the Titans in free agency. 4 touchdown passes. Both had pretty good passing games. Not much rushing to speak of. Derrick Henry with a pretty good average on yards per carry. Mike Evans, of course. Mike Evans. That guy is not even fair. It's not even fair, man. I try, but it doesn't matter. So he had the best receiving game there, and then defensively, I see somebody with 3 sacks down here. Harold Landry. Oh, that's a hell of a game right there. Pretty good job. A couple of picks right there. Let's see if we have any defensive touchdowns. We got a defensive touchdown by Elijah Molden. That's a good job, young corner, getting up in there. There you go. Kicking game looked pretty solid right there. Nice. Oh, 1 missed field goal. That's all right. And then, overall, that's a hell of a game. 2 good teams right there. That's a good job. That's a good job. All right. Let's see. We got the Seahawks over the 49ers, 37-17. I watched some of the Seahawks. I think he's a good player. I think he's going to make some noise in the NFC for sure. You see he's running the ball well, 220 rushing yards right there. San Fran threw for 303. 6 turnovers to 1. I tell you lose that turnover battle, it's hard, man. I've been there. God damn, I'm throwing picks like crazy. You see the red zone's a big difference right there, too. And there it is. Trey Lance threw for 320 with 5 picks. Russell Wilson, they had a good running game. You run the ball. You don't need to throw it. Good job. And there's Mostert. He signed Mostert. Oh, by the way, I think Mostert, let's see how old he is. Hold on. You just thought he had 200-something rushing yards. Let me show you how old Raheem Mostert is. Because Seattle was the only one to offer him in free agency. And I noticed that, and then I saw Mostert. I said, that's a pretty damn good signing right there. Because he's old. He was too old for y'all. Raheem Mostert, 31 damn years old. Oh, my God. Look at that. 94 speed, 94 acceleration, 90 change of direction. Oh, he's too old. He's 31. Hell out of here, man. Just busted their ass for 200 yards on the ground, 31 years old. Y'all gotta get this age stuff out of your mind, man. If motherfucker can play, he can play. Anyway, back with what I was saying. Let's finish up looking at that game right there. Receiving, Ayuk had a nice game, 157. And then defensively, I'm sure we had some stats right here. Not many sacks. But we did have a couple picks. Kyle Van Noy, another free agent signing by the Seahawks. 2 interceptions and a touchdown. So big game for Kyle Van Noy. That's a nomination for Player of the Week, I'm sure, in the NFC on the defensive side. So good win for the Seahawks. It'll be someone that you're going to have to deal with. Broncos, my trade partner in the offseason, 41-7 win over the Lions. Wow, this is a first. 118 yards of offense and score 41 points. Wow. That's crazy. Well, I see why. This is a PEL first. 11 turnovers. 11 turnovers. What? Oh my, man. I'm rendered speechless, and that's hard to do sometimes. Oh my God. Okay. All right, let's dig into this, man. Good, great. 11 interceptions. 11 interceptions. Has anyone ever thrown 11 interceptions in a game? I mean, I don't. After 5, I probably would have took him out just for his own sanity. He's a rookie. I mean, then you put golf in there for 28 yards of passes. Jeez. Okay. Well, not much rushing yards. At least St. Brown had a nice receiving game. That's something to salvage there. Good gracious. All right, let's see who had all these interceptions. 2 players with full interceptions. Kyle Fuller, Bryce Callahan. Goodness. That was more receiving yards than all the other receivers. Defensive touchdowns. 4 defensive touchdowns. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Well, I'm going to say this. I give credit to the Lions for finishing the damn game because, man, wow. Well, that's a hell of a performance by the Broncos defense. That's pretty damn good right there. It don't get no better than that. Oh, man. Okay. And our last game to look at, Bengals and the Raiders. Raiders, big over the Bengals, 38-20. They led 38-0 after 3 quarters. Well, 38-7, I'm sorry. Wow. That's a big win for the Raiders. Big time offense, but 5 turnovers by the Bengals did them in for that one. Rookie quarterback Chris Rainey is doing really well so far. Perfect quarterback rating, 3 touchdowns. He was 11 of 12. That's very, very good. Joe Burrow with the 5 picks, but threw for 331 yards. Decent rushing, not too much on the ground there. And in receiving, we had some big numbers right there with Maserati, Mixon, Ruggs, and Waller going all over 100 with a touchdown each. So definitely a good passing game if you enjoy looking at that. And then defensively, we should have some numbers on this side. Not many sacks, but we got a couple of interceptions there for the Raiders. And a defensive touchdown for Zadarius Smith. I believe he was a free agent at sea signing for the Raiders. So big time win for those guys. Way to keep it going. All right. So let's take a look at some stats early on in the season. Nice thing about Madden 22 is you see it right here on the side. So You see Trey Lance is leading the league in passing yardage, followed by the young Chris Rainey, the rookie. Tom Brady, of course, still trucking along. Running game, Joe Mixon, Antonio Gibson for the football team, and then most of we talked about from the Seahawks. Receiving, you see Ayuk from the 49ers, St. Brown from the Lions, and then Hopkins. I think that's CP. No, that's the Cardinals. I'm sorry. And then sack leaders, Bud Dupree and Landry. I believe they both play for the Titans, so the Titans have a good pass rush going all year long so far. Interceptions, you see some guys right there, Fuller and Callahan. I think we talked about Callahan. Oh, well, they got those. Those two guys for the Broncos got 4 in one game, so they're doing a great job. And then tackles are pretty much CPU teams. All right, so let's take a look at standings real early, really early look at the league standings here. So you see right now, Raiders are 3-0. I believe they're only 3-0 team in the league. Some teams still have to play, but you see some teams off to a good start, although the Eagles are gone from the league since he's a punk bitch and left the game. And then you see, let's see, the Patriots 2-0, football team 2-0, Cardinals 2-0, the Seahawks 3-0, Texans CPU 2-0. Okay. Ravens 2-0, but he's about to be gone too because he hadn't done anything, and the Bears off to a 2-0 start. So, division wise, that's definitely going to be a 2-team race because I don't know where Lee is. I sent him a message. Lee's the Browns, by the way, and I haven't heard from him. Steelers are CPU. Ravens are about to be CPU. So Bengals, if just do what you're supposed to do, you'll end up winning the division here, right? That's what it looks like right now. Titans and the Colts, that has become a rivalry between those two guys. Obviously, I think they're going to battle it out. The Texans are CPU, so that's not going to last. I have tried to recruit guys. I posted in a recruit chat. I'm going to post on Daddy Leagues, but the best way we get people is through, you guys, word of mouth, and someone's looking for a league. But the problem is PS5. We can't find good people, and if you do find people, you see most of them ain't shit. So there you go. The AFC East, the Patriots right now, with the 2-0 lead. You got the Bills at 1-1, the Jets 0-2, the Dolphins 0-2. This is a full division, which is great because we don't have a lot of full divisions. So, I think this will be a good race, and we'll see who comes out on top. And in the West, you got a good race going here with the Chiefs and the Raiders, both undefeated so far. Chargers, CPU, and then the Broncos. The Broncos will move up. I expect that to be a 3-team race. I think all 3 of those teams are pretty good. Obviously, the Chiefs made the Super Bowl last year, so be interesting to see how that shakes out. And then in the North, we got the Vikings and the Bears, both 2-0. Packers won the division last year at 1-1. And then the Lions, well, we just recapped their game, so they got a little bit of work to do, but they're 1-2. So that's gonna be a hell of a race right there too. I think those guys are gonna beat up on each other, and you might see a couple of playoff teams come out of the North this year. And then the South is me and that evil guy in Tampa Bay. He'll end up on top of this division. We don't have enough yet. We can string some things together, but our problem is just consistency. And then until we get our offensive line to develop a little bit and figure out what the hell we're doing on offense, we're gonna be in a bit of a struggle. Defensively, I think we're in a pretty decent spot, but offensively, we gotta find it. And then in the East, well, the football team is in the catbird seat because the Eagles just left. Giants 0-2, they'll pose a challenge. They always end up, being pretty good, no matter what. So That's a two-team race in the East. And then in the West, like I talked about, Seahawks being 3-0. Cardinals 2-0, the Rams 1-1, and then the Niners at 0-3. It's a full division, so it's very early. It's a long way to go out there, but I think it's going to be a fun race, in the West for sure. All right, so I'm gonna put it on the news tab. This is what I used to do when I just wanted to talk about stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do here. The one thing I would love to see is, number one, if you have a second PSN, if you're interested in taking over another team, let me know. I would rather guys in here have two teams. Well, of course, you can't trade with yourself, so that's going to be the one rule that we have if we do that. Well, we are going to do that because we can't find people to join and be good members of the league. So I've got a second PSN. I'll probably put it on the team, and I'll play some games, and I'll manage that team. Um, and then if you've got one as well, just let me know, and we'll set you up with a team of your choosing. Advance will be tonight. I'm hoping we can do it around probably. I think it's 9:30 now. Someone had an 8:30 game. So we'll try to do that then. Then we'll move on to the next week. I'll add storyline players in sometime this week. I'll have some time. Probably maybe tomorrow night I'll be able to get around to it. And I'll actually post the freaking storylines this time. So you guys have an idea a little bit about these players and see who you may want to, draft in the upcoming draft down the line. But I appreciate everyone here that has been active and has continued to play games and, be a good member of the league. So, all right, that's the first PEL live. I should have been doing it, but I had to finally get some time. So, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.